MNW, you didn't expect to see me again, did you? Because the pencil tried to erase me. The pencil has been trying to erase me since I've been in Flashbang. I have been fighting against the pencil since day one. You see, the pencil's job is to try and erase mistakes. In 2025, the pencil made a mistake by letting me cement myself as a freaking main eventer, challenging for titles, taking the main event spotlight, stealing it by any way I could. He didn't expect Theron to make it to where he did. And the pencil will always try and fix their mistakes. He'll always try and fix his mistakes. But the pencil didn't expect me. The pencil didn't expect Theron to do it his way. Now he expected Theron to bow down, but guess what? Are you happy now, Mr. Booker Man? Because I'll make you famous. I'm gonna make everyone here famous. Because I am gonna keep stealing the main event. I'm gonna keep stealing title opportunities. And consider this a warning to everybody who thinks they're gonna do it my way, that thinks they're gonna take the Markov route. The pencil will try and erase you too, and it may just not work out for you. So to everyone in MNW, I'll make you famous.
Well, welcome to MNW Warzone. I'm Jerry Aldini, your general manager and host. I'd normally give the intro, but Nakato Kirishima's already storming the ring. We just heard from his mentor, Theron. Now what's the Crimson Delinquent gotta say? Well, you heard the man, Aldini. You heard what he said. So maybe you get that pencil of yours out and you, correct a few mistakes. I'm not kidding, Jerry. No. I'm an outlaw. We'll make jokes, but we don't kid. But I'll make you a promise. I'll make you the promise that unless you pull some strings, or I can make an arrangement with Driscoll for whatever his mumbo jumbo magic BS is, the Outlaws are absolutely, positively going to be everyone's problem. Especially yours, Mr. Booker Man. Until Theron is back on Warzone where he belongs. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, he's fired, it's done with it. And how much damage can be done now that he's gone? Well, I did last week not teach you a lesson? Because he's out there, and you have no way of checking where he is and when he is. What was that weird thing that Aiden Zero once said? That he was going to shit in places that were going to leave you confused for the rest of your life? Well, what Theron's got planned would make that look like a Christmas present. And CJR and I are still here. So do the right thing already, you bastard! God damn it. Well, good evening, everyone. If you hadn't noticed, we got just when I thought it was over, You know, in some ways I have no one to blame but myself. But it's not that it's not all right. Simply put, because Theron was fired as the stipulation of a War Games match, I can't just sit there and go, he's rehired. I tried that with Michael Montoya after Sir Uncle Dunk went and so nicely got him, and it turned out that there was some weird HR thing and he couldn't be rehired. So it's not just me. I gotta go through the brass, which means I gotta go through Lawson. And I don't know if you remember how Lawson, A, never liked Theron, and B, doesn't give a shit if I'm having problems. And on top of that, we don't negotiate with arsonists. Because that's less politically charged than what I could have said. Anyway, all I'm saying, I'm going crazy ever since you tell my voice isn't doing great. Anyway, welcome to MNW Warzone. We've got a hell of a card set up for you, assuming it goes off without a hitch. And why would we assume that after everything that's been going on? Anyway, tonight, Sasquatch Wing will defend the Underworld Championship in your opening match. And he is going to take on a member of Los Fianos Ingobernable. It will be Sasquatch Wing versus Strong Man Bell. Also, tonight, in your main event, as a warm-up to the inevitable Multiversal heavyweight title match between Draco Rex and the Blue Hood, TPK, represented by Draco and Dagrick, will face Hero Time, being represented by the Blue Hood and Eustace J. Paragon. Where are going to be Power Surge and Gorm? They're in another match tonight. Also, we have a match involving the Dark Lords. And we're going to have a trios match of the Absolute Units versus the Wild Boys. Which is to say, it's going to be a wild night. Now, as I said, your opening match is going to be an Underworld title match. And before we get to that match, let's hear from the Underworld champion himself. Folks, here is Sasquatch Wing.
Adonis, Forrest, TJ. This one hopeful that knowledge and experience of Sasquatch Wing proves of use. Still, even if this one could not lead Absolute Units to evolution, then Absolute Units will find evolution on their own. Of this, Sasquatch Wing is certain. But for now, time has come to focus on this shiny belt, this beacon. Much of history of Nexus Underworld Championship unknown to Multiverse. Before its finding, the likes of King Ogre, Ouroboros, Ahriman, Argentum, Nargul, Dregbar, and others unknown have stood guard over this belt. But here and now, after all but scant traces of Under had gone with Old Arena, it is given new life, Uncle Dunk finds and brings it from ruins. Necron becomes its first champion in this world above. Now this one, Sasquatch Wing, is Nexus Underworld Champion. And to prove this title an accolade worth claiming and holding, Sasquatch Wing will continue to defend this title against any who step into the ring with Sasquatch Wing tonight. Rookie or veteran, hero or villain, local or intruder, strong or quick or clever, matters not. This one will stand to any challenger, will defend Underworld Championship, will show all of big strength. All that matters now is to answer one important question. Who next?
And to answer that question, Strongman Bell. And before we get into that, I of course have to look to social media, where Forrest T. Wade responds saying, "We thank you for all you've done for us. Like Gorm, we shall make you proud." And we'll see that later tonight when the Absolute Units take on the Wild Boys in a trios match. But for now, it's time for the Underworld Championship match, your opening match, and let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is for the Underworld Championship. Introducing first, Strongman Bell.
The scion of the Bell Dynasty, Strongman Bell, with a new title opportunity, looking to join the relatively new legacy of the Underworld Championship legacy. He has been a tag champion. He has been a Big Oof champion. Now he would like to be an Underworld champion. As he comes out styling and profiling.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Underworld Champion, Sasquatch Wing.
And there he is, folks. The largest competitor in Multiversal Nexus Wrestling. Here he is, Sasquatch Wing. I have some Squatch roast right here. There he is, Strongman Bell. The Bell family legacy stretching back generations. carrying on here in MNW where his brother started out. And then, of course, Sasquatch Wing, a titan of wrestling. It always leads me to wonder, what happened to that other Sasquatch I used to wrestle with? I'm not saying I'm worried. Why would I be worried? And we're off. And oh, a powerful start by Strongman Bell. But this is, folks, if you're wondering, don't wonder, yes, this is a Haas fight. And this is Sasquatch Wing getting serious after taking some time from in-ring action to train the absolute units. And now going in, picking up Bell. There are very few in this company that can just manhandle strongman like this. Calling his shot, telling the kids, watch this. Oh, knee to the face. And throwing Bell back in the ring. And a gut-wrench powerbomb. And it was a 2 count. Strongman felt, well, he obviously felt he had a shot. And, oh, Squatch with that knee. And, oh, getting a Sasquatch in a bear hug. That seems tempting fate. Squatch managed to get his way out. Bell deceptively quick. And going for another bear hug. Oh, and getting a flying clothesline for his trouble. What? Oh, not even a 1 count. Bell was kicking out. And a 2 count. And And the power of Strongman Bell. Oh, the disrespect of Strongman Bell. Determined, I guess, to put Sasquatch Wing through the ringer. And oh, nobody home, and another flying clothesline. Lining him up. And oh, hoisting and slamming Bell. And hanging him out to dry. And the big Sasquatch.
Your winner and still Underworld Champion, Sasquatch Wing.
And a victory for your Underworld Champion. Watch has retained. So, still Underworld Champion. And I suppose, to quote what he said earlier, who's next? Now, we've had a lot going on of late. We just recently had Future Shock. So much happened, including the Ginger Boy Tommy Black regained the Nexus Titan Championship from Johan Mjoln. And with that, it would seem all is right in the world. But Tommy apparently has some things he'd like to address with the crowd. So let's head to ringside. Boy, happy to be champion again. Not as happy as I am that I got a chance to make Johan Mjoln bleed. And it was all good. It was a good pay-per-view. I had a great night. I made that bastard pay for what he did. But if there's one thing that has defined the career of Tommy Black, it's not resting on me laurels. It's not looking to the past. It's looking forward. Looking to what's next. Now, I'm no fan of the Blue Hood, you all know, but hopefully we'll see some positive changes in MNW now that, well, a hero, I guess, is our champion. But now I have to wonder who's going to step up to challenge me. And what's the process going to be this time? So, I gotta ask you, Jerry, who do you have for me? Tommy, I maybe have some bad news for you. Which I could go into detail, but I think he's going to do it for me. That's right. It's the engineer, Chaz Lee. And, yeah, why is he out here? Well, I'm pretty sure he is about to explain himself. Tommy, you want to know who your next contender is? Well, let me give you a schematic of how this works. Do you remember several weeks ago when I won a showcase match, and despite winning a big match, nothing came of it? Oh, is this where you are going to come here and demand that I give you a shot at my Nexus Titan Championship because, oh, you didn't get the match you thought you were earned? That ain't how it works, Lee. You want a shot at my belt? You gotta earn it. Oh, no, you didn't let me finish. I appealed to the brass, and they agreed that I should have gotten something. And so they asked me to pick a title, any title other than the Multiversal. And, well, of course I'm going to go after the next most prestigious belt, so I'm your next contender. Oh, look at you playing the system. About what I'd expect from a murder cave bastard. But, that's fine. That's fine. You want this, Lee? You know, Zeta already put Arkoff to bed. So, why not me take you and do the same? Well, quite simply, you haven't run the numbers. I'm not a simple foe. I'm not somebody you can just come out here, do this whole bravado, tough guy, bully boy routine and win a match. You have to work against me. Well, that's all I do is work, Chaz. But if you want this, you want to face the mad lad of London, I say let's do it. Chance to knock a murder cave bastard down a peg. Who wouldn't want that? And there you are, you acting like this is going to be some walk in the park, and I assure you, it's not. You're right. Arkoff, I haven't seen him since that faithful moment with Zeta at Future Shock. Dr. Grimm is who knows where, and, well, Grizzly. Grizzly's got some new chums, and he seems to be having a good time with them, so... Oh, you're the last one standing. Oh, you're the last member of the Murder Cave. I get it now. You're holding on to relevancy. Well, let me throw you a life preserver for at least a little while. This isn't a life preserver. This is a new beginning. And it is going to be built on the foundation of the Nexus Titan Championship. So, enjoy your brief reunion with the belt. And it will be brief. Yeah, the brass told me they decided to give Lee the reward that apparently they feel he deserved, that he earned. So, sorry, I'm having a rough night, folks. Anyway, that is the fact. Chaz Lee is now the #1 contender and the next opponent for the Nexus Titan Championship. And as they say, that's all there is to say about that. But that's fine. We still have a lot of great wrestling action to get to, including our next match. Now, in your main event, as we said, Hero Time will face off against TPK in a preview of the inevitable matchup between Draco Rex and the Blue Hood. But before we get there, let's have a preview of that with two other members, one of Hero Time, one of TPK, here in one-on-one action. And what else is there to do but head to ringside?
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Power Surge.
Power Surge coming out representing Hero Time. And honestly, since he joined Hero Time, Power Surge has had, well, no other way to put it, a great work rate. He gets out. He gets the job done. Easily one of the most effective members of that faction. Keeping his promise to Mega Rider to be the hero he always thought he could be. And now he is about to take on one of the tougher opponents you can face here in MNW Warzone.
And introducing their opponent, Gorm.
And here he is taking on the Goliath Barbarian, Gorm. Because of this, Gorm will not be in that matchup with TPK versus Hero Time later. But on the other hand, it's Gorm. I am sure he is fine with how this particular matchup has sussed out. Also, I'm sure he'll be paying attention because before Sasquatch Wing, he was the trainer of the Absolute Units. Seeing them against the Wild Boys later tonight. But for now... Oh, and Power Surge! Showing that wit, knowing he isn't going to win in just a straight-up brawl with Gorm. He's got to be smart about it. But getting caught by the Goliath. Oh, again! Speed and agility. That's going to be Power Surge's weapon of choice. But he's going to have to be careful. As he's being hoisted up and slammed. Getting hoisted up again and, oh, backdropped. Getting him in a Hurricanrana takedown. Oh, reversal by Gorm. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, dropped on the apron. Never a good time. Gorm calling for Power Surge to re-enter the ring, and Gorm decided to go after him. Getting Power Surge back in the ring. Gorm wants to do it inside. Power Surge. Again, Power Surge calling his shots, knowing he's got to be thoughtful. Oh, the Power Surge, you do not want to get in a punching match with Gorm. There you go. Kick it up into another gear. Going for the pin again. And taking Gorm around the world. You can't beat him with strength, beat him with leverage. Oh, and Gorm fighting his way out of the corner. Power Surge ducked. Gorm was going for I would like to rage, and Power Surge ducked it. Oh, trying to spear him outside, and Gorm blocked him. Power Surge is doing a great job, but how much can he take of just the unrelenting power of the unstoppable one? Whipped into the ropes. Oh, Power Surge. And again, taking him on this tilt-a-whirl. But again, only able to get a 1 count. Neck breaker. As we stated, it is, if Power Surge is going to pull this one out, it has to be a slow, methodical strategy, which Gorm knows. Gorm getting back out, does not want to win by a count out. At least wants to take an honorable route. Go, float it over. And again, only a 1 count. What is it going to take to keep Gorm down even for 2? Oh no! Apron pile driver! Getting him up. Oh! Hitting him with that cutter. And now, the Power Surge. And Power Surge showing he's still got gas in the tank. Oh, misjudged, or didn't have enough force to knock down a Goliath. Say up for another backdrop, but Power Surge fights out. And another power line.
And your winner, Power Surge.
And Power Surge showed he has got it figured out how you take on a Goliath methodically, precisely. And honestly, that's the kind of victory that Gorm himself would be proud of in a wrestler like Power Surge. So victory to Power Surge. Is that going to foreshadow good things for Hero Time tonight against the rest of TPK? Well, folks, earlier tonight we saw a member of Los Villanos Ingobernables face off for the Underworld Championship. And of course, at Future Shock, we saw their leader, El Albatros, defend the Multiversal Championship against Blue Hood unsuccessfully, crowning Blue Hood as the new Multiversal Heavyweight Champion. And we have not seen Alba since then. Well, that is until right now. So let's hear what the Lucha legend has to say. I am not one to mince words, so I'll come out and say it. I, the legendary El Albatros, do demand a rematch against the Blue Hood for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And I know what everyone is saying. Oh, but Draco Rex has the next shot. No, he can wait. I demand a rematch first. Oh, Blue Hood, you may think you have put down a Villanos, but I tell you that if you think you are going to keep this Rudo down, you are sadly mistaken. So, dispense with this. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. There was somebody else who's been having some issues, shall we say, with the Lucha legend of late in the form of the wide bastard Minuano. And it seems, well, the wide one wanted to win the Elimination Chamber to get his shot against Alba. That didn't happen. But then again, maybe it doesn't matter anymore. I guess we'll find out here in a moment. Now I know what you are going to say, Albatross. That I lost at the Elimination Chamber. But I say that doesn't matter. For that was, as Necrom would say, a crucible out of which I became stronger. Yes, but you were still a loser. You lost to this dragon sorcerer. You even lost to that biomechanical thing. What makes you think you're worthy? What makes you think you're worthy, Albatross? I wasn't the only one who lost that night. And I have always been clear about what I wanted. I did not covet the belt. I wanted your head. Oh, and now that I am beltless, you think you have a chance to have your reckoning with me? Well, I have to disappoint you. I have more important matters to deal with than you. I need to go after my rematch. There will be no rematch, you fool. Draco Rex rightfully has the next title shot. And you can whine and moan all you wish. That will not be interrupted, which means you're free for me. I see you're going to be a bother about this. Minuano. We have gone through this before. You, as I have said many times, need to prove your worth to take me on. And I don't think you've done that yet. Well then, allow me to borrow a page from the Crimson Delinquent. Until you give me the shot I deserve against you, I am going to be your problem. You think to threaten me like that? I built threats like that. I am part of VIP. I have dealt with the best of the best, and you, Minuano, are still but a rookie. You think you can trouble the likes of me? No, I don't think I can trouble the likes of you. I know I can trouble you. And if you think you can keep ducking me, then I suggest you learn to sleep with one eye open. You know, the only upside out of this is at least he's going to be a problem for a specific person. It's going to be interesting to see where this one goes. Almost like this, I should remind people that we have a booking committee. I know it doesn't matter, because people will be in, on, and just doing whatever they want. Speaking of people who do whatever they want, the Dark Lords. The Dark Lords made a resurgence recently, stating that they are wanting to also go after the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship and are going to do whatever it takes and go after and harass whoever it takes. So I'm going to provide them an opportunity out of the magnanimousness of my heart. I am allowing a member of the Dark Lords to have a match to build up their record. So, Dark Lords, enjoy your match and absolutely enjoy your opponent. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Seth Justice Jackson.
That's right, it's Seth Jackson. Because if the Dark Lords want to get in there and mix it up, well, here's somebody absolutely willing to do that. He knows no fear. I also suspect he doesn't know multiplication tables. Seth Jackson.
And introducing their opponent, XR Kun.
So it is Seth Jackson versus the Sith Lord, XR Kun. The Dark Lords want to get up there, so let's have the Dark... Now, XR Kun had a much better year last year than he did the previous year, where he had the worst record, win-loss wise, of any wrestler in singles competition. Last year went better, and he's looking to up his game again. As he comes out, folks, he is about to call on the power of the dark side. And I don't know if you know what the power of the dark side looks like. Let's just say the power of the dark side leaves a lot of people feeling uncomfortable. But as he prepares it to get ready to take on, I think one of the reasons XR Kun doesn't like fighting Seth Jackson is it's really hard to read his mind. I'll just leave that thought out there with you. And XR Kun with an immediate arm drag takedown. Wasting no time. It looks like he's at least taking Seth as an opponent seriously. And this is why you should worry. Seth is an effective wrestler. Also, interestingly, an effective investigator. Oh, Seth was trying for something and got slammed for his trouble. 1. Kick out at 1. And set up. Snap suplex. And running. Oh, was going for a running bulldog, but XR Kun pushed him off at the last moment. Not that time. Seth going up top and dropping the elbow. And up off of the ring apron. A block by XR. And they are back in the ring, hoisting him up, and the force will set you free. And XR Kun going for the dive, but Seth was not there. And just slapping him around. Kick out at 2. And going for the pin again. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. And oh! XR did a kick that Seth largely ignored. Outside working the leg. We're at a 3 count. Seth gets the Sith Lord back in the ring. Oh! Going for the dark side and now setting up for another. Force shall set you free. And a kick out at 2. Going for a slide. XR sensed it. And a big boot. Walking him to the corner, but Seth decides he's having none of it. Hoisting the Sith up and tossing him. And folks, we are going to see the rest of this match. But first, we have to take a commercial break. So I implore you all, stay tuned as we promise you that MNW will have the lowest advertising to actually wrestling ratio in professional wrestling. See you after the break.
Don't you just hate it when you're in a great one-on-one match, going up for a fly-high and moonsault, when you totally miss and eat more turnbuckle than a ravenous George the Animal Steel? Then you, my friend, might need to get your eyes checked. Hi, I'm former professional wrestler Dr. See It Coming, and we here at Eye to Eye Optometrists specialize in glasses, contact lenses, and overall eye health for the wrestling impaired. Our flexible one-of-a-kind contact lenses are guaranteed to fit all sizes and be a comfort fit even as you get your eyes poked out by your mortal enemy. We even have some eyewitnesses to testify how great these eyes are. Mr. Simon the Psycho, what do you think of your new contact lenses? Oh, God! Oh, there goes our new intern. Ha ha! Come on down and book an appointment with Dr. See It Coming, and you and I will see eye to eye.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you can show up to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
What are you, blind, Rev? He clearly went for a roll-up reverse coil. This just can't be happening. This is some bull.
Is this you? Well, even if it isn't, I'm sure many of you have met these kinds of people, just marking up the walls of your favorite shows. Don't worry, we have the solution. With the Mark Manager. Yes, with the Mark Manager, we clean up the big marks, small marks, marks you didn't realize that were there, and marks that have always been there. We've even updated our product to help you clean off the toughest of marks.
Of course he was gonna lose the championship. If you'll look at my 42-page blog from last week, we can clearly see that the producers were going to have him. Hey, what are you doing? Huh?
So sign up and get your Mark Manager today. And remember, with a little bit of, any mark is manageable.
Fuck, it went up my nose!
Hey baby, it's me, Suplex Sam, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new experience, baby. On the Suplex Express, we're serving up hot dishes and hot meals for all your homies. It's time for Suplex Sam, the soup made for me, baby. Sam I am. Tired of your lunches being soupless? Don't worry, baby. Suplex Sam's got you covered. We got all the flavors. Wonton Wilson's, the beef drippings, the Doctor of Alphagetti, and the VI Pheromone. And of course, the signature soup, the Plex, so you can have your Suplex any day, anytime with yours truly, baby. So come on down to the Suplex Express and get yourself a can of Suplex Sam.
Are your heebies and jeebies? Are your ants in your pants? Do you get the butterflies in your stomach when you have to go up against a 400-pound, muscle-bound murder man who's trying to beat you in the ring? Don't worry, we have the solution for you. From the makers of the laxative product Let It Go comes the anti-anxiety medication Fuck It All. That's right, with a big old scoop of Fuck It All, you too can get yourself relaxed before any situation. Hand-picked and freshly squeezed from the teats of Tibetan relaxation monks. It comes with absolutely no long-term side effects. No, not at all. Yes, the anti-anxiety can make you stand up and say, fuck it all.
Warning, this product may contain extreme doses of caffeine and methamphetamine. If consumed by more than one human, those 2 humans may or may not cause to duel or explode. And this product is dairy-free.
High Flyer Airlines is the leading air care for all professional wrestling. We customized our planes to fit the biggest of egos. With fine velvet and leather seats, a custom-made full banquet by Chef Manatee, and a working vocal booth, so you can make your promos while you're on the go.
Wait a minute, this isn't a bathroom!
High Flyer Airlines. We're leading the air in wrestling care.
I'm stuck inside the booth.
And we're back. And as you can see, the battle has raged on in the ring. XR-Kun feeling he's finally got an advantage over Jackson. Oh, Seth going for a drop toe hold. XR, hitting him with a dark side. But Seth is still fighting his way out. And going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Seth. Oh, right in the kisser. Which I don't know if that's appropriate with Seth. I don't know if he's ever kissed anyone. And, oh, reversal by Kun. You can just tell Kun is getting frustrated. And when you've got a frustrated Sith Lord, things happen. Bad things happen. And, oh, over goes XR. Seth chasing him down. XR-Kun bringing him back. XR-Kun does not want Seth back in the ring. Off the ring apron. Ow! And hoisting him up again. Damn it!
And your winner, XR Coon.
XR Coon winning with Galaxy Brain Tactics. Which, let's be honest, I guess if you're a Dark Lord, is perfectly acceptable. Well, that was frustrating. Well, while we contemplate that, we still have things we got to deal with, including, well, so you heard from Alba about how he's feeling about things. But last week we had a weird moment. And when I say a weird moment, I mean that there was a backstage attack orchestrated by none other than the richest man in the multiverse, Azir Turan, going after the previous richest man and now honest working man, Sir Uncle Dunk. And Uncle managed to come out on top at the end of that attack. But now we're about to hear from his attacker, the VI Pharaoh, Azir Turan. So, can't wait to hear what he has to say for himself this time. Silence, lowborns, and listen to your V.I. Pharaoh. Uncle managed to survive last week. And he did it in the way I knew he would. His old hoy being better. The only reason I lost in that encounter is because that bastard Uncle Dunk is just as much scum as he ever was. And just because Uncle does it to VIP, it makes it okay? Is that it? You're all hypocrites! Uncle is no better than he has ever been, no better than I. He simply has tricked you all into cheering for him because he's had a change of heart. Because he's so very sorry about being a bastard. Oh, this is interesting. So Azir Turan is giving a bad time to Uncle Dunk about trying to turn over a new leaf. There is somebody else who has been saying he is looking for a bit of a new leaf, and that is the trustworthy Samjax. Used to call him the Conqueror, but he says he's gotten that out of his system. And I think he might mean that literally. Azir Turan, you are doing, well, what you always do, trying to tell people what they should think, what they should believe. It is not for us to decide that. If the people decide to ridicule you for being an absolute waste of space and celebrate Unkley, who are we to tell them not to? Ha! I do not need to hear from the likes of you, Semjax. You returned, what, 6 months ago? I don't even remember, because you haven't done anything of note in that time. It's almost like you're just here, oh, I'm all redeemed, and not actually working for it. No, that's, I would expect you to see that way because it validates your point of view, but you have to understand, while I understand, as Unkley understands, that I was a miserable person to be around, I am methodical in my work. Methodical, that's a very convenient way of saying I'm skulking in the shadows, playing at being a nice boy now, while waiting for your chance to strike like the viper, the asp you are. I see through you. Oh, as yet the only way you could see through me is with a mirror. Vampire humor. Anyway, you can doubt all you want. In fact, you will, because you have to tear things down to feel better about the miserable, hollow life you've carved out for yourself, while I look to see if I can do something better. Oh, yes, keep selling this fairy tale that you're on a redemption arc. Those are very nice stories. Do you know who else people want to have on the redemption arc because they're stupid? I'm going to stop you right there because I suspect you're going to say something, I'm going to be honest. It's either going to be insulting, uneducated, or stupid, I think is the word I'm looking for. Yes, stupid. You are, you don't really plan, do you? How dare you? I am a genius! And I have the resources to make any plan I make come to fruition. By the way, the name I was going to say was Homelander. You don't even watch media, do you? He's a bit of a role model. Anyway, what have you accomplished? I think that was my point. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You're out here trying to play up like you're better than Azir Taran, just as Unkley tries to play that he is better, and you are both still wallowing in the muck, same as we ever were. So be gone, foul beast. Did he say he looked up to Homelander? And why am I not surprised? That was definitely a thing. But on the other hand, good on Semjax coming out to stand up for Unkley Dunk. Yeah, you can try and say, oh, it's all fake. And I've seen fake outs before. Is it? Maybe, but on the other hand, I've seen legitimate improving of behavior all through my wrestling career. And we've seen it recently with Unkley Dunk, with Louis McDonald. And I, for one, am perfectly willing to give Semjax the shot to prove himself. And, maybe I can bring it up with the general manager. No, wait! I am the general manager. And if Sam Jax wants a chance, well, gosh darn it, I just might give it to him. But right now, we have other things to look towards. Like a match we promised. It's been a wild time with some of our factions, the Absolute units, working, trying to regain status after losing all of their belts, going through new training and ready to strike out again. And in the meantime, new alliances being formed by other teams, including a wrestler trying to get past the remnants of the murder cave. And so now it's time for the Absolute units versus the Wild Boys. Trios action. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a trios match. Introducing first, the Absolute Units.
There they are, folks. Adonis Washington, Forrest T. Wade, and TJ the Mint Gable. I'm sure Forrest is looking forward to being able to refocus on wrestling now that tax season is over. And I'll say this about the units. When things are going well for them, what do? They get back to work and go train. Because you can always have something more to learn.
And introducing their opponents, the Wild Boys.
There they are, folks, the Wild Boys. Grizzly Adams registered Anon and Crockvor. The Avatar of War, Florida Man, and the Cajun Cryptid. And we're starting with two former multiversal heavyweight champions in the form of Grizzly Adams and TJ Gable. And Adams going hard against Gable. He went after TJ like he owed him money. And now it's Crockvor. Uh-oh, what's Croc planning? A series of headbutts. Always wonder, Do you think Croc4 would be interested in trading recipes with Mama Wade? And Croc just piling the abuse on TJ. It is, the Wild Boys are just tearing into Gable. And Gable finally getting back on his feet, reminding him that he was champion for a reason. Oh, through the cage encrypted into the ref. Oh, just when Grizzly thought he could get out of the ring. Oh, TJ making the mistake of fighting a two-front war. Ref, get Adams out of there. Broken up before even a 1 count by Anon. Gable looking like he's trying to fight a one-man war against the Wild Boys. He's laid hands on all three members. If I'm the rest of the units, I'm wanting to get Gable out of there and get into the match. And Gable, slamming down Adams. Finally looks like he's going to tag in. Oh, I thought he was going to tag in Adonis. Instead, he decided to keep wrestling. Oh, he missed. TJ, tag in another unit. Gable, what are you trying to prove? And finally tagging in Forrest. Oh, ducked Forrest, but getting hoisted up, and Forrest taking Grizzly to his own corner. I think Forrest thought he got punched by Anon when he got punched by Croc4. Not that it matters. He's got his hands on the Bayou Boy now. And Sidewalk slamming him down. And now coming over and tagging Adonis. Adonis missing the hit. Getting taken down by Croc. And now in the wrong part of town. And all biting the fingies. Oh, and a feeding frenzy. Going for a pin. And saved by Forrest, but going down. Ow, jawbreaker. And again, not where he wants to be. Donna's in a bad way at the mercy of the Wild Boys. Gets a hot tag to Forrest. Oh! A baseball slide into Forrest's knees. Little help from Adonis on his way out. Oh no, the big man dives! And on throwing, oh, Forrest all the way back into the ring. And doing some damage to Adonis. So Forrest decides to return the favor on Croc. And Forrest gets back in the ring. And goes after Adams for, oh, and we're back outside again. Oh! A Meth Valley driver on the outside. And we are up to a 7 count. But Croc goes ahead and throws Forrest back in, decides he doesn't want to win like XR Kun did. Richard Anon throwing Forrest back in the ring. Oh! Freight training over him. And letting him go for the tag, and Anon decides not to. Does a neck breaker instead. And a tag. And Grizzly and Gable, just the way we started. Oh, and Grizzly taking down Gable. And, oh! Oh, looking rough. Oh, Grizzly was going after Adonis. Now he's beating the drums of war on Forrest, ignoring Gable. But not for long. Hot tag to Adonis. Oh! Grizzly is cleaning house. And a tag to Crockfor, who immediately goes after Gable, which almost left him vulnerable to Adonis. Whipping into the ropes. Sling blade. And absolute authority. Broken up by Anon. Whipping him into the corner. And now, showing a little what he learned from Gorm. Allowing the hot tag to Ano and giving him the baseball slide he gave earlier. And again, absolute authority. But not going for the pin this time. And another sling blade, and in comes the Fortress. And Forrest gets him wrapped up in death and taxes. Broken up by Grizzly. And it's the bottom line. Broken up by Croc. Just sort of holding him there. And now he is hoisting the big man up and slamming him down. And again, Anon just taking him down. And again with this hesitation suplex. And gut wrench powerbomb. And finally, he tags in Grizzly Adams. Rake in the eyes. And in comes Gable. And Adams goes outside, rolls back in. And on the knee of Gable. And it looks like he is finally setting up for it. The Grizz knee end. Saved by Forrest. And Grizzly getting him again, but TJ coming back for more. And into the unit's corner. And a double team by TJ and Forrest. As Forrest shows him it's time for the audit. And getting a momentary deduct this onto Anon. Oh, and a slam on the outside. Oh, down goes Forrest. And to a neck breaker. Adams chasing after him. Meanwhile, Croc going after Forrest, but to no avail. Oh, into the steps, and Forrest going back into the ring. And breaking the count again. And a unfortunate meeting of the minds. Getting bottom lined again. We are up to a 7 count, and this is not looking good. We're up to a 9. Both men back in under the 9. And oh, people are weapons. And once more, Forrest thrown back in the ring. And in comes Gable, feeding frenzy. Yeah, Croc is eating well tonight. Croc putting all of his focus onto Forrest, forgetting for a moment that Gable is the legal man. Just absolute insanity in the Wild Boys corner. Croc getting into the corner. Yep, swamp dive. Saved by Adonis. Oh, and a beating courtesy of TJ the Mint Gable. And in comes Adonis. Oh, I think Adonis just got busted open. Down goes Adonis. Down goes the ref. As the ref recovers. Sling blade again. And a power slam. Broken up again by Anon. Or Croc Far. Oh, he takes out Anon. And now he's taking down Crocvor while Gable is being dealt with by Grizzly. Forrest is chasing Grizzly. Finally, the legal men are back in the ring. Oh! Neck breaker on Adams. Oh, I think he was, not sure what he was setting up for, but broken up by Grizzly. Pushed off from that neck breaker. Grizzly into the unit's corner. Oh! Luthez press! And in comes Croc. It's like Croc is sizing up the former champ. And a feeding frenzy. Gable throws him up. You can see the blood on the ring. Broken up by Forrest. Going for the pin, now to be broken up by Grizzly. Getting into a blows with Anon, ignoring the legal man. Gable popping right back up. Bringing Forrest back in. And, oh, whatever Croc was planning, Forrest goes, nope. Instead hits him with the bottom line. Going for the pin. And kick out at 2. And a death roll. Broken up by TJ. And in comes Florida Man himself. Oh no, I think it's time for the bloody end. Oh, bloody end broken up by Forrest. Meth Valley Driver. In comes Grizzly. Hoist him up and Grizzly in the corner. And again. And deduct this. Broken up by Crockvor. Neckbreaker by Adams. With Anon in, getting pile driven. Well, not pile driven, but clotheslined. Oh, Anon fighting his way out. Setting up for another bloody end. And a kick out at 2 by Forrest. He was going for a third bloody end, but Forrest was having none of it. Instead, he's going to give him the bottom line. Whipped into the ropes. Working the leg. And again. And a suplex. And then finally I deduct this. Adam's too late.
And your winners, the Absolute Units.
Folks, that wasn't a match. That was a war. But a war the units came out on top on. Also seeing from earlier this evening, there was a lot. It looks like I missed a few. Is this? Looks like it went off, so I can't put it up, but we did have some quotes onto social media. One from Sasquatch Wing, which was saying, well fought strongman, wanted good challenger, got good challenger, does locker room have more? And then just now from Forrest T. Wade saying, good fight, gentlemen. Actually, no, that was the wrong way. It was actually from Adonis saying, we went to war and we won. Sasquatch hoped we didn't disappoint. And Sasquatch telling him that they did not. Well, we heard earlier tonight from the VI Pharaoh, Ozir Turan, after his decidedly unsuccessful attack on Sir Unkley. Now it's only fair that we hear from Sir Unkley Dunk. And Unkley looks like he's in a good mood. Greetings, I've got to admit, I'm really feeling good right now. I'm happy, of course, with my victory at Future Shot. Oh, that was good. Also maybe even more happy fending off Ozir's dastardly attack. Seems I really have, well, my life. I really feel I'm in a turnaround. I'm in a good place. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm feeling I'm feeling like a wrestler again. If I'm being honest, yes. I think along the way I lost the joy of just being a wrestler. But it's all back now. And yes, I mean, my life was first being a rich bastard, and bastard's a kind word for what I was, and then a destitute loser, just desperate for survival. And now I'm at an equilibrium. Interesting. Now, what to do next? Oh, well, yeah, one person that's definitely been giving Unkley advice has been Louis McDonald. And, well, let's hear Louis, who at one time was as big, if not maybe even a bigger bastard than Unkley Dunk. Hard to say. They were both pretty awful. Turned his life around and got to have a good run as champion. Let's hear what he has to say to Unkley. Uncle, I just want to come out here and tell you, I'm proud of you. I see what you've done. I see how hard you've worked to turn yourself around, and I'm proud of you. And well, Uncle, I got a surprise for you. I hope you don't mind. I got you a little something. Oh, that's very, very nice of you, Louis. I mean, I won't. You know, it's been rough. It's been rough, and I want to say that I don't need a gift, but well, I don't think anyone's ever gotten anything from me before. Well, I got for you. Well, it's got a bit of a practicality to it. I got you some new wrestling gear. Now, you're right. You're a wrestler again. You're a proper wrestler, and I feel you should come out in some proper wrestling gear. Oh, and that's not all. I talked to some folks in back, and I got you a theme song. Ooh, so wrestling gear and an actual proper theme, so I'm not coming out to silence. I mean, this is good. It's basic, and that's good. I should be basic. I mean, I'm starting over again, aren't I? I'm starting. This is from scratch, yes? Yeah, it absolutely is. You're starting from the beginning, all over again, from the bottom on up. But the good thing about hitting rock bottom, the only way to go is up, and that's where you're going to be going. So, I wanted to get you a proper start, so you could get started off right. Louis, I'm almost verklempt. I'm grateful. Louis, thank you for believing in me and for this opportunity and just being willing to give me a chance. This feels really good. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Well, you're welcome. All right, well, Well, okay. That was a nice gesture. So, well, I guess the next thing I should do is get, if Louis got him some ring gear for next week, I guess I need to book hopefully a match. So, it's really odd seeing those two. They were the worst. I mean, the worst. And to have what could best be called a wholesome moment between them? I feel like I've slipped timelines, which, considering that this is the multiverse, I might have. I don't know. Oh, well. Well, we got to get back to business. And business is good, and business is wrestling. And our next match, well, it's a return match. It's a wrestler we haven't seen in proper in-ring action. And I mean proper in-ring action for a while. We saw him at Future Shock when he put the nail in the coffin of the Allfather. And now we're going to have a tune-up match featuring none other than Zeta. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Zeta.
He is, well, folks, he is the face of MNW. We haven't seen him in over a year. He came back to take out the Allfather, and I guess he's back now. Zeta against, my understanding this guy is called the Bison. So I guess we'll see if Zeta has any ring rust. Oh, I'm sorry, not Bison. I guess that was somebody else. This guy is named Carlos. He is from the MNW Training Center. And I guess that Zeta wanted to have this match. From what I understand, he is planning on making some kind of announcement in the future. And I know I didn't mention anything, but folks, it's not lost on anyone that Zeta came out with the Storyteller. The Storyteller who had prophesized that Arkov's time was coming to an end. Cyber Stunner. And that it was time for the dawning of the Fourth Age. Zeta, dropping Carlos on his head. And Zeta bringing him up for, going up top and there it is, folks, the Ansible effect.
And your winner, Zeta!
And Zeta made short work of Carlos. And with that, so we've got some things we have to go over now. Because there's a lot going on surrounding the TTV Championship. Currently held by Adrian Driscoll. And Adrian has stated that anyone who wants to get a shot needs to make a deal. But somebody found a way around the deal by winning a wish. And let's hear from that wish holder now. Folks, I give you Osman Kilik.
My friends of MNW, I would like to thank you for your time and your patience for myself and Tiki during our best of 7. And I would like to thank Mr. Aldini for the wonderful opportunity of making a wish of my own. It is a shame that such a malfunction interrupted the announcement. I realize, Sawyer, that you hoped to stay so relevant after your showing at Future Shock. And I have no doubt your face will remain in high standings for future billings. In the same, I know Mr. Driscoll dreamed that none would bypass his make a deal rule. and he probably had so much want for a deal from myself. All the same, as said in the ring and acknowledged by Mr. Aldini and the brass, I, Osman Kilik, the Jinn of MNW, wish to be the next in the ring to contest the holding of the TTV Championship, and the chance to win it in a clean and fair fight, unimpeded by interception of other forces or wrestlers before such match ends. Once more, I would like to thank you for your time.
Now, of course, we're not going to get past that without hearing from the man he's challenging. So now we hear from the TTV champion, Adrian Driscoll.
Once again, someone avoids making a deal with old Driscoll. And I have to admit, things are starting to get very tiresome. The professional's request was understandable. We had a score to settle. Westwind seems to have repented, and instead of allowing me to help him soar to new, greater heights, he's chosen to fall back down with his so-called friends, and has not allowed me to make good on my part of the deal, which doesn't shine a very good light on me. And now another match is being made without my say-so. No deal has been struck. However, I will respect your wish and accept it. You are a tricky one, Mr. Jin, Mr. Osman Kilik. But when I'm done with you, you'll wish you had challenged a different champion, because no one else can put you through the hell that I can give you. And Sawyer, you want a TTV championship shot. Well, I think I can oblige with that request, with 0 strings attached, of course. But first, I just need to be able to retain against Mr. Osman Kilik. And if I happen to lose my title, who's to say he would be as welcoming as I were, if you catch my drift. Remember, everyone, my door is always open, and more of you have seemingly paid a visit to old Driscoll every day. But I hope to see the rest of y'all real soon.
Now, at first I thought, okay, well, that'll be that. Then I got this message, because of course I did, from R. Sawyer.
Mr. Driscoll, Osman Kilik, it has taken me a while to calm myself down after last week. After all, emotion can get in the way of a clear head and a good scheme. I know of your kind. The kind that makes deals and fulfills wishes, but the problem in this case is, I don't need you to be elevated beyond what I once was. I am already ascended, and I am the digital maestro of MNW. I am the Machiavellian menace that has the intellectual fortitude to outthink and outmaneuver you both. Kilik, there are so many loopholes in that wish of yours. Loopholes that I can use and exploit to my advantage. And I will say this, before Multivania, I will hold the TTV Championship. No deal will tie me down. I don't need the gift of chaos. I just need that belt for the accolade. And if we want to get whimsical, I am Pinocchio, and I am free. There are no strings on me. I've got no strings, so I have fun. I'm not tied up to anyone. They've got strings, but you can see there are no strings on me.
Sawyer managed to be creepier than Driscoll. Well, that's fine. Look, before we get to our next match, there's someone who has asked for some ring time, and after their recent performance, I've inclined. So let's head down to ringside, and let's hear from the Wait, that's not the ant. That's Adrian We just heard from you! The hell? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I was done? No. I got a lot to think about after I heard all of that chatter. Now, Osman, like I said, you found a back door to get around my deal. Well, I'll deal with you presently and show everyone that trying to circumvent is never the way to go. But, Sawyer, I find you, how do I say this? I think the bot's gotta get loose. Thinking you gonna be the TTV champion before the only way that happens is if I get my 7 defenses and give up the belt fast. But I'll deal with you as well, and anyone else who wants to be a contender. But now that I've got that out of the way, there's one last but oh so important matter I gotta put out there. And that is to, well, you. Nakano Kirishima. You want a deal to get Theron his job back. Well, arrangements can certainly be made. So, why don't you come find old Adrian Driscoll, Nakano, and we can talk. No. Just, no. Why? No, that's... So, it's bad enough you've got the TTV situation. Now you're getting involved in the outlaw situation? I don't even know if Theron was crazy enough to make a deal with you. Look, now I'm sorry. Oh, hang on. Oh, right. He was the one actually scheduled for this time. Hang on, folks. This was supposed to be the Multiversal Ant segment. And I guess he's decided now that Driscoll's out of the ring, he's going to have his moment. This is the Multiversal Ant, member of Hero Time, one of the participants in the Elimination Chamber. Let's hear what he has to say. Greetings, citizens of the multiverse. It is I, the Multiversal Ant of Hero Time. And I have to say, I'm very happy, very pleased about Hero Time's successes and big wins. Excellent job earlier, Power Surge. But I need a great opportunity for me for the Multiversal Ant. I've done good supporting roles, but it's time for me to step up my game if I'm going to count myself as one of the champions of the multiverse. So I'm making an open challenge to anyone in the back for a match next week that will put us both in the spotlight. For it's time for the Multiversal Ant to step up and proclaim he is ready. I suspect what the ant is feeling right now is a little thing called buyer's remorse. Or perhaps FAFO. Because that's Con. Con is coming out right after the Multiversal Ant declared an open challenge. And Khan just very casually going for a microphone. The ever popular open challenge. You know, there's an old saying, when you open the door to anything, anything can walk through. You put forth an open invitation. I did, and I will not be intimidated. Not by you, not by anyone. I am the Multiversal Ant, hero of the people, member of Hero Time, ready to make my mark on the multiverse. Well, there are many ways to make a mark, Ant. Or perhaps in this case, leave a stain behind. You opened a challenge to anyone, and I accept. Excellent! Proving myself against you will prove that I, the Multiversal Ant, am ready to stand amongst the giants, the great ones, the heroes. Ant, what you have done is open a door to provide yourself the opportunity to feel that most precious of emotions. Regret. Perhaps even shame, but mostly regret. If my heart is true, then I will regret nothing. I am a hero. I protect the innocent. Stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. And to do so, I must prove myself capable of doing that. You're not listening. I'll try again. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to punish you. I am going to put you through hells you have never even imagined. All heroes must face great trials to prove their worth, to prove their mettle. And you, Nightmare Project, are a trial worth facing. Yes, what I meant to say. Yes, I'm ready. So, prepare yourself for next week when you con the Nightmare Project, the constant nightmare, I don't know what else you go, the Rat Ogre. Yes, that's it, you're a Rat Ogre. As you prepare to face the Multiversal Ant. Well, the kid had a nice run. Yeah, this folks, let this be a lesson to you. It is sometimes. Open challenges sound like a great idea to get your name out there. And yeah, people have done good jobs with them, but like Con said, when you open the door to anything can come through. But that, well, folks, that leaves, well, meanwhile, Con is saying, win, lose, I'm making you hurt ant. And he probably will. But folks, we're here. It's time. It is time for your main event at Future Shock. Draco Rex earned the right to be the next contender for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship and will be the first title defense for the Blue Hood. Ahead of that matchup, we're going to have a preview because now it's time for Hero Time versus TPK. So say it with me. Let's do this.
The following is a tag team match and is your main event. Introducing first, TPK.
TPK, we saw Gorm earlier this evening in a match against Power Surge. Power Surge came out on top. Now can the Dragon Sorcerer Draco Rex and the Dwarven Battle Master Dagrick come out on top and set up Draco for his upcoming title shot. The Dragon Warrior and the Dagger teaming up, and they're going to face these champions.
And introducing their opponents. Coming to the ring first, they are the Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, the Blue Hood.
And there he is, folks, your newly crowned Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, the Blue Hood, having defeated El Albatros at Future Shock. And yes, Alba wants to have a chance to get the belt back, but looks like he's got to deal with a wide bastard first.
And introducing their tag team partner, Eustace J. Paragon. Dragon!
And the leader of Hero Time, Eustace J. Paragon. The hero for hire, a former multiversal heavyweight champion, joining the Blue Hood, the current multiversal heavyweight champion, as they prepare to take on TPK. As we start out, it's going to be the champ and the challenger. And Snake Eyes from the Dragon. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, you know what? After the match, I'm going to have to play something. Looks like I had some commentary by Draco, and it didn't get played. We'll get that after the match, because I'm pretty sure it'll still be relevant since it's about their upcoming match. And oh, Dagrick fighting out of the corner against the Blue Hood, somebody he's faced many times in the past on many incarnations. Oh, going for a hammer strike, blocked by the Hood. Going for a pin, one. Draco going after Eustace. The only man not having been officially in this match yet. Ref holding back the Dragon Warrior. Oh, who still takes the Hood down. Draco getting that tilt-a-whirl spin on the Hood. Oh, into the steps. And oh, dropping him over. We're up to a 7 count. The Hood in the ring. And Draco. Oh! And the Hood taking him down. Hot tag to the Dag. And Draco out of the ring. Daggerick caught up and side suplex. Dagrick in trouble. 1. Kick out at 1. The Hood knocked down Dagrick, going after 2 cruiserweights facing off. Oh no, the Hood, no, oh no, Hood, no, this is not nice. Rethink. Oh! Let's have a moment to say a small hope for the Dwarven King's crown jewels. And down the dagger goes Blue Hood, going for the pin. Kick out at, I don't even think a 1 count happened. Knee to the face. And over the top, they both go. And back in, breaking the count at 7, and in comes Draco. And, oh, the Blue Hood going after Dagrick while Draco outside on roller skates. The ref wanting it back in the ring. Draco bouncing off the stairs at the... Wait, that's Theron Markov! Son of a bitch! Markov going after the multiversal heavyweight champion, interfering in this match. Wait, that's Jean Tristram going after Draco Rex. The Dark Lord... The Dark Lords making themselves felt at the same time Theron does. And I gotta figure out what's going on. We're gonna try and clear the ring. Meanwhile, let's play that message we got earlier from Draco.
I didn't think I would get the world title so soon. Goes to show what might, pride, and conviction gets you. On behalf of my opponents at Future Shock, I thank you for this opportunity. Your challenge will fuel my fire to win this championship. Now to my opponent, Blue Hood. My understanding, you were quite the champion of righteousness back in the day, but now take on a more brutal hand of justice these days. How cliché. But I will admit, based on my own life experience, ruthlessness is mercy upon our souls. So I look forward to our bout, and may our strength prove who's the better. And now, I've got an annoyance to address. These so-called Dark Lords, as I roll my eyes at the sheer pretentiousness. I'm only going to say this once, so you best listen well. To the treacherous gaggle of a fanatic, a leech, and a sprite.
Stay out of my way.
Interesting in light of what we just saw. But, folks, with that, well, we'll have, the ring has been cleared, but it was declared a no contest. Last thing we got, a message from Jacques Tristan. And he's responding in Draconic, but we got the translation. But are you hungrier than I? And Devin decided to get involved in just saying, I want to ask you, Mr. Aldini, what do you have planned for Shoot Nation? We've been waiting for our shot. You're going to hear from me soon? You had a great match. Devin, you were on last week. You won. You're doing fine. Do I have something planned for you? Of course I do. But I got it. You know what? I'm done. This night's over. It's been a crazy. I'm done. We're out of time, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Join us next week. Until then, I've been your host, Jerry Aldini. Good night.